Good morning, everybody. Almost noon here. We are actually about 25 miles north of where we were yesterday up in Kittanning, Pennsylvania. New ice rink, great experience. Our Generals got to have a chance to be on 4 different rinks this entire weekend. We're going to be getting started here in about a minute and 10 seconds. Generals will be in blue, and this is the consolation game on Sunday for noon, and we're playing the Allegheny team that we played at 8:40 on Friday evening, which was the gray team. If you guys can remember, Coach Pearson got actually hit by the puck by one of their Allegheny players that game. We thought that he didn't get hit, but he actually did get hit with that slap shot from the Allegheny team. So we've got an opportunity here to regain a good game, hopefully to get a win before we leave Pennsylvania to return back to Richmond this evening. The Generals are down at their net gathering the pucks. We'll have a final send-off before the game starts here in a few minutes. The Generals have sounded off. They'll go to their bench. We'll get the lineup here shortly. We've got to have full strength here in a little bit, and I will announce the starting lineup as they are released. The front line for the Richmond Generals today, as we start, we're going to have center Davis, and we're going to have Saxton and Weiss on the front line with Tanner and Pearson on defense. And our netminder starting out for today is Logan Cooper. Face-off win by Davis over to Generals. Back out by Tanner. Down by Weiss. Weiss loses his stick. Saxton sends it down low. Nice backhand by Saxton over to Davis. Down in the lower bottom. Out the middle. Slap shot by Saxton and high and wide. No score. Davis and Weiss working low. Another shot opportunity. Slap shot by Davis and back around. Denied by Allegheny. No score. They're on the wall. Allegheny's working a 1-2 right around Davis. Right off the skate, we got Weiss and we've got Tanner skating in. Davis comes quickly and picks it up. Goes to the lower backside of Allegheny. They return on the opposite side ice. Got Pearson on defense. Allegheny picks up looking for the middle. Shot on goal, deflection off of Davis's stick and back around to the lower left side. Allegheny back in the middle, the passes to the opposite side. Drops it off low by Allegheny, they're looking up. Goes to center, Davis is there for the Generals, picks it up. He's got Weiss on the right. Broken up by Allegheny. Davis and Allegheny go right into the wall. Allegheny gets up, trips Davis. Gonna have a call here. No, we're just gonna reset. Got Glass on center there, quickly back over to Mitchell. In the hands of Allegheny. They're going to dump it low. Morrison has a touch. Pinned up in the corner. Comes away with Allegheny right off the stick of Smythe. Smythe jumps right in front, slides across the ice to stop the shot from Allegheny and back around. Glass has got it. Allegheny returns. Allegheny comes around. Great job by Smythe kicking that out. Shot by Allegheny off the shin pads of Smythe. Tries to put a little bump. Right, shot again by Allegheny, high and wide, no score. Clears out by the Generals. Allegheny back. Great defensive side by Morrison to stop that slap shot by Allegheny. All the way back down into the Generals' offensive zone. Got Christian chasing. Oh, really picked up by Bass. Backhand denied by Allegheny and around, no score. Allegheny returns. Little bump and run down the bottom corner by Allegheny. Great job by Sellers. Allegheny, oh, missed with it. Cooper on a breakaway. Oh, it's going to be a one-on-one. Round the slide, backhand and in. Cooper with the score. Generals go up 1-0. 18:35 remaining in the first half. All right, got Bass, Sumner, and Cooper on the front line, and Sellers and Pearson on defense. Quickly, right out of the gate, Allegheny fires their offensive zone. They're going to go back to center. Oh, they came quickly. Round one, backhand scores. Allegheny ties the game 1-1. Davis on center, face-off win by Davis, back over to Saxton. Quickly out of his hands, over to Allegheny. Allegheny does down to their player on the opposite side ice. Got Tanner fighting for the puck. Tanner does come away with it, sends it up. Does it off of his skate, back over to Davis. Davis goes back to Tanner. Tanner has Weiss on the right-hand side. Likes to keep it. What a shot by Tanner, just beyond the blue line, over the shoulder of Allegheny's goalie. Richmond Generals go up 2-1. Give that score to our defenseman, Tanner. Stalemate off the line. Davis is fighting. He does come away with it on Allegheny's side. They regroup. Allegheny comes up through the middle around Davis. Passes off the stick of Tanner. Allegheny sends it back around the lower bowl. Nice return there by Saxon around the opposite bowl for Weiss and Tanner. Tanner is there. Weiss is there. Allegheny still controls. Great job by Tanner to break that up. Sends it back up. You've got Weiss and Davis. Weiss has got the puck. He's looking right. Go over to Saxton. Saxton has a huge shot on goal. Up and over and no score. Just beyond the blue line. Allegheny's pushing Davis from behind. Davis at the top. He's got Sellers. Sellers shot deflected from Allegheny back around below. On the corner there, Saxon had an opportunity but denied by Allegheny. Again, there's a laser shot on the opposite side. That was coming from Davis but denied by Allegheny. Gonna do a quick change here with the Generals, get some fresh legs on the ice. Face off by Glass goes through Allegheny's side. Great defensive hold on the side by Christian. Allegheny comes up the boards. You got Sellers. Sellers didn't quite look far enough down the ice. You've got Christian was well beyond. We're going to get an offsides call on the Generals. Glass is on center, stalemate. He puts it over to Christian quickly, comes away from Allegheny. Oh, Allegheny tries to put something into Sellers. Sellers returns. Coming from behind. Oh, that is a horrible call right there. It needs to be called. Allegheny came right in behind Sellers and took his back right into the glass. Sellers gets back up. He's going to return the favor for sure. Shot on goal, denied by Cooper, and Cooper jumps on it. The rebound to stop the progression by Allegheny, no score. 16:21 remaining. Trust me, Sellers is not going to forget that hit. Glass on center for the Generals. Face-off win there by the Generals goes over to Mitchell. Mitchell loses it to Allegheny. They go opposing ice. They have it. They send it down. Oh, man, the opportunity there was denied. Back around, no score. Smythe clears it out beyond the blue line. Back to center ice. Allegheny sends it back up. Going across. Smythe goes to the corner, clears it again. You got Christian there for the Generals. The goalie's way out, but doesn't really see Christian out. We have an opportunity, but back in the hands of Allegheny very quickly. Back to the center. You got Smythe on defense. Great job to send it up, but Allegheny keeps it active for themselves. Smythe working. Comes out. Pearson. Comes up our side of the board. Back around. Oh, that should have been a offsides call there, but there was no call. Great job by Christian to send the puck back down, so we get some fresh legs for the Generals. Allegheny's going to run it hard up our side. Great job by Pearson with the poke check. They send it right across the middle. Allegheny loses their skis. Shot on goal, denied by Cooper. Back around, top side by Allegheny. Around the bowl, left side by us. Great job. Cooper's in the middle, but loses it. Shot on goal. Great blocker saved by Cooper and back around. He's denied. Cooper's helmet is off. His own player fell on top of him. We've got action going down the lower side. Allegheny returns. You got Tanner picking it back up for the Generals. Sends it up on Weiss's side. Allegheny keeps control. Cooper goes in for the sliding save, denies it, comes back again and lays down. And Cooper is down the goalie. There was a commotion down at the bottom. Talking to the referee right now what may have happened. Cooper is up in goal. He's shaking up. Don't know if it was a hand or if it was the helmet or what it was, but he is back in goal. He's refreshing, and we're full strength on both sides. Davis on center for the Generals. Face-off win goes to the Generals. Tanner sends it back around over to Morrison. Weiss is going to pick that up. Over to Davis. Great pass by Weiss. Davis has got Tanner Saxon on the other side. Shot on goal, denied back in the corner. Davis there again. Looking over to Saxon. Saxon off of his stick. Denied by Allegheny's goalie and back around to middle ice. Allegheny dumped it low. Cooper stick save there and back around to the corner. Morrison in the boards. Tanner's there, looking up. He's got Davis. Saxon is there as well. Off of his stick over to Davis. Davis back over to Saxon. Saxon's got Weiss. Weiss over, just out of reach of Weiss for that opportunity on the goal. Back into Allegheny's hands. They come down to our side ice. Tanner denies it, sends it quickly back up to Davis. Davis is going to look across the ice. Tanner comes to the middle. He has an opportunity. Fired right there above and beyond the goal and no score. Saxon returns the favor to Allegheny. Allegheny goes down. Tanner throws a nice bow into the board. Morrison is battling down in the lower bottom bowl. He's there with Saxon. Oh, they pushing off Saxon off of his skates and threw his stick out of play. This is getting a little aggressive. Off the shin pads of Morrison, go down one-on-one, shot and over the head of Cooper, and Allegheny scores. 12:16 remaining in the first, and Allegheny ties the game. 2-2. Glass is on center, face-off win over to the Generals. Glass back to Sellers. Sellers to Christian. Christian backhands to center. Allegheny got control. Dump it to the lower bowl. Sellers and Allegheny fighting for the puck. Glass goes in. Glass emerges, sends it around the opposite side bowl. Over to Christian. Big shoulder from Allegheny into Christian and sends it back all the way down to the opposing side ice. Going to be an icing call on the Generals. .11:35 remains in the first half. Tied 2-2. Glass on center, stalemate there. Shot on goal. Great save by Cooper. Right into the chest and the glove. No score. Face-off win by Allegheny. They're looking for an open spot. Goes high off of Cooper's stick. Back around. Nice fired shot, but scooped up and denied by Cooper. Bass on center for the Generals. Face-off win goes to Allegheny. Shot on goal. Oh, my goodness. Right under the pads of Cooper and in. Allegheny goes up 3-2. Face-off win goes over to the Generals. Cooper missed the shot there, back around. Great job by Tanner. They took his stick away. Allegheny's got it, goes to center. Nobody's there, goes to the opposing side ice. Cooper's there, he's going to use the board. Allegheny to Cooper contact there, back into Allegheny's hands. They send it up. Tanner gets scooped up. Allegheny returns off of the body of Bass. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Tanner goes in shoulder to shoulder. They have a shot on goal, far wide right, no score. Allegheny again is going to look to center. Generals did a good job of shutting that down. Right in the front, backhand side. Nice chip up by Cooper. Allegheny returns. Bad save and cover up by Cooper. No score. Still 3-2. Allegheny with the lead by 1. 10:23 remaining in the first half. Got Davis on center for the Generals. Face-off win by Davis. Backside by Morrison. Quickly picked up by Allegheny. Off of Davis's stick. Weiss uses the boards. Comes all the way down past mid-ice. Got Saxton, Davis, and Weiss down. Got Davis is there, but just beyond his stick and back over to Allegheny, middle ice. Allegheny goes around Sellers. Shot on goal. Great pad save by Cooper and back around. Weiss comes to center. Off of the stick of Saxton. Weiss recovers. Pass to Saxton. Misses. Davis does a great job to backhand beyond the blue line, but back in the hands quickly to Allegheny. Shot on goal. Great save by Cooper. No score. Little fist pump by Allegheny over to the goalie. Good sportsmanship. Davis again on center for the Generals. Face-off win right underneath the skate of Davis. Really quick, he recovers. Opposite side ice. Trying to kick it out. 2 Generals versus 3 Allegheny. Send it back down the lower bowl. You got Sellers chasing. Up on the wall. Great job by Weiss with the stick, but couldn't get it over top of the Allegheny player. Morrison does a nice job with his lob wedge to the opposing side ice. It's going to be an icing call for the Generals. Davis again on center, won by Allegheny. Allegheny tries to go low on that one, but denied by our defenseman, Smythe. And looking again, great job by Davis off the stick, right in the hands of Saxton. Saxton to Davis. Davis left side ice is looking, nobody's there. He's going to go to the lower bowl. Try to see if we can collect some more Generals down on this side to put some more offensive detail to Allegheny. Man, what a hit by Saxton over on Allegheny there right before that. Back in the hands of Allegheny down center ice. And again, Smythe around 1. Great job by Pearson to get that puck away from the progression of Allegheny. Allegheny has it, goes up to the point. Crosses over, shot on goal. Great job by Cooper with a pinch. There, denies another progression slap shot from Allegheny. Just now joining us, we're still in the first half, 8:19 remaining, 3-2. The Allegheny's up by 1. Great job by Glass winning, goes back quickly to Allegheny. Allegheny, quick shot denied by Cooper. Another shot in Oh, man, the butterfly was just a little bit too late and got right through. Allegheny goes up 4-2. Got Glass on the center for the Generals on the faceoff. Faceoff win was a stalemate right through the legs of Mitchell. Back in the hands of Allegheny. They try to go across the middle again. Backhand denied. Just wide left from that shot. No score. Back to center. Great job by Mitchell breaking that up. Glass sends it to the opposing ice. Over to Christian, but a little bit too long. Back beyond Cooper and around. You got Tanner that tries to go around. Allegheny's there. Tries to do a very quick wrap, but doesn't succeed. Back to center ice. Allegheny recovers. They send it back up quickly. Great job by Tanner. Down to the lower bowl by Allegheny. Morrison's there. Backhands it to the corner. Mitchell's got to get there. Allegheny put some love into the board to Bass. Allegheny tries to go to center again. In and around right side to left. No score. Tanner tries to send it up, but Allegheny's there in position. They shoot across the middle. Nobody's at home. Mitchell clears it out to Christian, but over to his skate. Off the board to Bass. Just beyond reach and picked back up by Allegheny. Nobody's putting any pressure on Allegheny. They're just skating down like free skate for $6. All the way again at the top. Yep. Might as well. No one's pressing. All the way around one. Round Bass. There's a slap shot off of Morrison skating around. Cooper puts a bow into Allegheny on the opposite side ice. Allegheny holds again. Too much action in our defensive zone. They go back to center. Shot on goal. That was denied by Cooper and around. No score. Oh, Bass returns the favor. Picked back up quickly by Tanner. He comes down middle ice. Opposing ice around us. Sends it right down to the lower bowl and around. You got Cooper in the corner. Picked back up quickly by Bass. Allegheny stick got in control and regains. Going to convene back at center ice. Face-off win by Davis goes back to Sellers. Sellers sends it way up. Oh, right through the legs of Allegheny. Davis is there. He's got Saxton. Oh, they missed the pass shot there, mixed up by Allegheny. Smythe is going down with Allegheny. They send it up. Allegheny's in the corner. Sends it opposing side with Davis. Pick back up. You got Weiss opportunity, but couldn't get through Allegheny. Huge shot, but right off the back of Davis. Davis tries to go to Saxton, but Allegheny sends it back down. You got Smythe over to Davis right into center. Off of his stick. He still keeps control. You got Davis and Weiss going down. Great shot by Saxton, but high and wide and around, no score. Pick back up again. Saxton is battling off the skates from both sides. Back in the hands of Allegheny. Great save by Cooper. And Sellers is going to deny that on the rebound and sends it back. I think they're going to call elbowing on Saxton on that one. But let's see. Yeah, they're pulling him in. Unbelievable. Hopefully the Saxton goes in the box for elbowing. So the Generals will be on the penalty kill for 2 minutes. Davis going to start on center for the Generals. Allegheny high. Got to regroup. Back around opposite ice. They send it to the lower bowl. Sellers is there. He gets it. Sends it around high side board. And it does get cleared to center ice. Glass is going to come down. Goes back to center. They use the triangle method all day long. We've got to be able to intercept that. Great job by Glass for doing that for the Generals and sends it down to our attack zone. He follows his own shot. He gets pushed from behind. Allegheny comes away with it. You got Glass chasing on our side of the board. Goes down. Sellers does a great job defensively. Davis has it and sends it all the way down. Picked up by the goalie for Allegheny. Sends it back up. Off the skates, got Tanner. He's going to go around. Round one, round two. He's got one more. Tanner around 4 players, shot high and wide, no score. Allegheny returns to the middle ice. Round Smythe. Great job by Cooper with a slide pad save. Denied by Cooper. Back high top, goes down low again. And that right there was a deflection. Cooper goes down for the save and slides just a little too far, but was in position for the Allegheny player to take the shot, but there was a defensive deflection that went on the opposite side of the net. Allegheny goes up 5-2. We have Bass on center with Cooper and Sumner. Smythe sends it to the our side of the board. Sumner was chasing along with Bass. Allegheny takes control of our side. Big backhand to the lower bowl by Allegheny. Smythe and Pearson. Smythe sends it up. Sumner's there, gets pinched against the board. Allegheny picks it back up. Pearson does a great job fighting that and clears it. Beyond, Cooper's right in the middle. He gets knocked a little bit sideways. You got Sumner chasing. Cooper. Nice hit by Cooper, but got reversed. Pearson was trying to go to Sumner, but Allegheny picked it up. Up and around by Allegheny, no score. On the side of the wall, goes to the center, but nobody's there for the Generals. Cooper re-grabs his position, but is out of place. But now we go to left side ice. Round one, round two. There's a shot denied by Cooper and back around, no score. Smythe goes to the opposite board. Little back jab there from Allegheny to Bass. Cleared back around to our side of the board. Allegheny's going to regroup. Nobody's on this side for the Generals. Christian's there. Shot, great pad save by Cooper. In the hands of Morrison. Morrison has Christian. He's got Weiss. It's going to be a 2-on-2 here. Christian all the way through. There's a shot by Christian and Allegheny glove save. 1:24 remaining in the first half. Allegheny leads 5-2. Glass will be our center on this faceoff. Faceoff win goes to Allegheny. Over the hands of Morrison. Sellers is going back. It's going to be a 1-on-1. Sellers does a great job to return it over to the opposing side ice to Christian, but quickly back in the hands of Allegheny. Morrison sends it to opposite ice. Tries to go to Christian, but Allegheny picks it up. Shot deflected by its own player by Allegheny. Mitchell's fighting, comes away with the puck. Sends it up, but way out of reach. He had glass, but he passed it way too far. Christian goes down, lower bowl, tries to send it back, but sends it back, not even looking, and goes right in the hands of Allegheny. Sellers uses his hand to stop the control of the puck to regain for the Generals, but back in the hands of Allegheny. They dump it low. You got Sellers, sends it up the boards, right through Saxton into center ice. Allegheny's going to try to skate through Saxton, but denied. Back in the middle ice, Allegheny controls. Off the skate comes Mitchell. He sends it around the lower side board. And that will conclude our first half of today's consolation game. We've got one more half at 22 minutes. And right now we've got Allegheny 5, Generals 2. Looks like they're clearing the ice now to get some fresh legs for everybody and some fresh ice cut for the second half. If you're just now joining us, we're going to have a little brief intermission here while they cut the ice to get it clean and ready for the second half of the game. Oh, we had a nice brief intermission. Should be getting on the way here in a few minutes. Referees are going to be setting in the goals and the nets while they do a little bit of cleaning off the ice off of the Zambroni, and be closing up the gates and getting on the way here very shortly. The Richmond Generals have taken the ice for warm-ups. All right, both teams have convened on their bench. And we look forward to starting the second half here very shortly. Richmond Generals sound off. Referees have called the action to center ice. Davis is going to start center. Weiss and looks like Saxon on the front line. Face-off went over to Davis quickly in the hands of Allegheny. Allegheny does a quick shot down lower in the bowl. Remains control, comes to the middle. Shot on goal and over the shoulder. Screened by Allegheny and in quickly. Allegheny goes up 6-2 in just 14 seconds. Davis goes over to Saxton. Saxton goes down. Allegheny quickly returns. Great shot by Tanner, denied by Allegheny. There'll be a delayed penalty here. You got Allegheny put Saxton right into the boards. Allegheny's got called for boarding. Davis with a face-off win, quickly back over to Pearson. Tanner's going to regroup. Misses Weiss off the Saxton stick. Goes to the lower corner. Allegheny recovers. Off the stick of Tanner. Back behind Cooper. Tanner comes full force up the middle ice for the Generals. Shot right off the shin pad of Allegheny to the lower corner bowl. Picked back up by Allegheny. Goes to the boards. They progress down. Saxton. Saxton. Face-off win goes over to Allegheny. Backhand side, picked back up quickly by Davis. Allegheny calls opposing ice. Atop at the point, and shot on goal, just left wide. No score. Davis is battling. He's got glass, but sends it way down beyond the blue line. They call it off. No icing. Glass is fighting and battling down with Davis. Oh, 2 Generals, 1 Allegheny goes down. Got a little bow going back and forth from Davis and Allegheny. They come back to center ice. His back. Shot denied by Cooper. A backhand there was missed by Allegheny. No score. Off the stick into the opposing board. Allegheny tries to go to the middle, but broken up by Davis. Davis is going to take it and send it all the way down. Picked and touched by the goalie, and back in Allegheny's hand down middle ice. He's going to skate around Christian, skates around Sellers, goes back to the lower bowl. At the top of the point, shot low, backhand denied. Another shot denied, denied again. And back around is sent by Bass. Goes over to center at the high point. Nobody's there. Again, he has at the top. It's going to be a shot. Just left and wide. No score. Right center shot on goal, right off of the pad of Cooper, and oh my goodness. Allegheny punches it in far right corner, just beyond Cooper's pads. Allegheny goes up 7-2, 18:20 remaining in the half. Face-off win by Bass, quickly picked up by Allegheny. Down in the lower bowl. Shot denied by Cooper and back around. You got the other Cooper coming for the puck. You got Sellers. Sends it all the way around to the board. Cooper's on the opposing side with Bass. He tries to send it over to Bass, but denied by Allegheny. Sellers recollects, gets it beyond the blue line. Alleghany's going to come in. 2 Alleghany's are offsides on that one. Face-off win by the Generals, returned by Alleghany. Alleghany, great job by Smythe with the poke check. Alleghany back again with control. They try to go to center, not there. Off the shin pads of Smythe and around to the corner. Back behind glass. Our board with Alleghany. Alleghany's looking to go to center again. They do, top at the point. Backhand, slap shot denied. Back into the skates of the Generals and quickly cleared and back around. It's going to be an icing call on the Richmond Generals, and we'll go back to our defensive zone. So running clock now, 15:40 remaining. Alleghany takes the face-off win. Davis is in the corner. Backhands right there with Saxton. Quick back up by Alleghany very quickly. Back in the hands of Davis. Davis going to go through 1, go through 2. Shot way high and around, no score. Saxton sends it around the lower bowl. Weiss is there. Sends it right back in. Backhands, tries to go to Davis, but misses. Picked back up by Sellers. Quick backhand over to Tanner. Tanner to Weiss. Weiss tries to go through 2. He does get it through over to Davis, but off of his stick into the lower bowl. Saxton misses. High side with Sellers. Quick shot, far left, no score. Alleghany progresses. They're going to dump it down to the lower bowl and around. 2 on the ice, down in the corner, picked back up by Tanner. Tanner has Weiss, which he selects. Back over the middle, but quickly there with Alleghany. Goes to the front side. Sellers is there. Shot just under the glove of Cooper and in. Alleghany goes up 8-2. You have Bass, Sumner, and Cooper on the front line with Morrison and Smythe on defense. Face-off win goes to Alleghany. Alleghany advances, shot on goal. Great save by Cooper and back around. Alleghany tries to do a wrap, but doesn't. Comes off the post. Oh, Cooper gets up off of his knees and tries to put some glove into Alleghany.
Come on, Zach, get one.
No score, Alleghany. Great save and defense side for Cooper. Wish everybody played with that much aggression the entire game. Let's roll back over to Alleghany. Send it back down beyond the lower board. Bass is there. Sends it up high. Quick toss down to the lower board. Smythe clears it beyond the blue line. Great back check by Cooper, but he's hurt. He put himself out. Don't know if it's a hand or a wrist or what, but he is out for right now. Back into Bass's hand. Bass goes down to 1-2 punch. Allegheny comes from behind. Oh, de-ices him. We've got Bass being down, being de-iced. You've got Christian back there defending. I hope he's okay. His helmet's off. Right now they're telling our players to get off the ice. Bass is still down. The trainer for either this rink or for Allegheny is here checking on Bass. He is still down. Bass is still down. He's talking to his mother and the trainers, coaches. They're going to go ahead and call the game for today. This will conclude today's game. It'll end at 8 to 2, 12:30. Please, everybody, give the best wishes and prayers to the Bass family and hope in his fast recovery. And we will definitely see everybody back home this evening back in Richmond. Thanks, everybody, for the live feed, and we'll keep everybody up to date. And at this point in time, today's broadcast is concluded.